What is up, guys? This is Derek aka SkyScope here, and I'm bringing you a Warframe video. So this is Warframe, the space ninja game that's free to play and is probably worth like a full $60 game. So I've been playing this game a lot like for the past week, and I just gotta say, hold on, let me suplex these fucking mutant dogs real quick. Hold on. Plus their handler doesn't even fucking notice it, that his dogs are just getting fucking rocked in the background right before he just gets dusted. But yeah, I've been playing this game a lot recently, and it's just super fun. And I like the whole progression system of everything. But this game honestly acts like the biggest tsundere that I've ever seen. And it's kind of weird to say that, but let me kind of explain what I mean. This game is super deep and rich with all of these systems and mechanics and all this other stuff that, is pretty much what makes the game, and, pretty much what makes the game the great thing that it is, and why players like it today, and or why players stuck with it for so long. But yeah, this game really doesn't try to help you figure out those mechanics or systems in depth to any extent, really. It's almost kind of Dark Souls-esque in a way, to the like how the game doesn't hold your hand on information. It's also kind of weird how it just like I keep a Google page open on my second monitor all the time while I'm playing this game, because it's just like, what the fuck is that new thing? What the hell is that guy doing? And it's just like I have to Google search it, because too many questions flood my head at one specific time, and it's just like, no, like this is actually crazy. Plus the visuals of this game look good too, like if you can tell, like all those like particle effects from the PhysX engine and stuff. But to be quite honest, those PhysX effects with all the particles used to look way crazier back when this game first came out. I remember, like, actually Warframe was one of the first games that I got for PC, like my first, I guess you could say, real computer game, because this was like the first time that I had finally gotten somewhat to an extent of a gaming PC. It was pretty much the starting foundation of what I have now. And back then, even when my hardware was way worse, the game still looked amazing and actually had like doubled the times of particle effects that are happening now. Like, trust me, if you think that this game is like a color spree and it's just like spewing particles in your face trying to give you an acid trip, trust me, this game used to be like 10 times worse, or better. I say better just because I like the crazy motion blur and the particle effects. This game really, it sits well on my eyes, just because, I mean, you're cool, like neon robot space ninja. But yeah, here we are on the ship, and just kind of to look at some of the systems here. This is the loadout screen, and you have your warframe, your weapon, your secondary, and a melee weapon, and you can like equip them all with mods. And what mods do is pretty much just change the properties of a weapon, give it different stats, all that stuff. So it's cool to go for different builds of warframes, and there are a ton of warframes in the game. I believe there are like near 50 something in the game, and this is the foundry bench. It's pretty much the craft table of the game, of course, and crafting in Warframe takes hours to days. For instance, a weapon could take you on usual, I'd say it takes you 12 hours to craft a weapon, and for Warframes it takes you about 3 days to craft a weapon, and it takes you like around 3 days to craft a pet as well. To someone like listening to that, they may think like, holy shit, I have to wait 12 hours or 3 days to play with some new stuff that I already grinded the materials for. But honestly, that's kind of the thing that keeps you interested in Warframe. It's always about the arsenal progression and getting new Warframes, getting new weapons, getting new pets, stuff like that will just drastically increase your efficiency in missions and stuff like that. And there's PvP in the game too, but I guess not a lot of people play it because, as per usual, as like you could imagine, the movement in this game is pretty ridiculous. So like there's a bunch of jump dashing and stuff like that and wall running, and it's just very high speed to the point where it's like, oh, holy shit, like how am I supposed to aim at someone and try to be competitive? So most people really don't try, but there are some really professional videos like out there where people are just like zipping around and headshotting for like just one-shotting people, and it's just like, what the fuck, that was so quick. But yeah, I'm playing Ivara right now. Ever since I came back to the game recently, I've been looking for a new frame to play because I really never played anything other than Excalibur back in the day, because I never really got that far into the game back then because it really honestly wasn't as fleshed out like anywhere near that. Like Digital Extremes, the developer of this game, does a really good job like in this game at handling everything that they do, like even the I guess monetization system, I guess you could say, like the free-to-play format model that they run is super good because you can still get everything in the game besides I guess a few accessories just by playing the game. And the way that you would go through that is by pretty much getting these rare items and then going to the bazaar, or you know, just trade chat and just trading them with other players for platinum, which is the game's premium currency. And usually I'm kind of skeptic about these things because it's like, oh, it's a free-to-play game, there has to be a drawback somewhere. But honestly, with the platinum trading system, it's like, holy shit, it's so crazy how you can make you know, the paid premium currency relatively quick and easy. And this guy's going back up the elevator. I got so fucking confused right here because he actually opened a locker and dropped a really rare item. He dropped an amber Iatan star, which is worth a lot, honestly. But yeah, Warframe kind of acts like a Tsundere, honestly, because I mean the game's really fun. The developer puts a lot of love into it. The free-to-play format's really nice, so it's got a lot of love to give, but it seems like it's not interested in teaching you all that much about it. So, you know, it's that. And also, it's just like there's so much in this game that like you don't understand. Like I was in one mission that was kicking my ass and I failed it 4 times with like 4 different parties, but then I got into one with one guy who is so modded out that his ability, I don't know what Warframe he was using, but he was essentially just controlling the enemies into fighting each other on such a large scale that it was happening all across the map that we were playing on. And I didn't do anything. I just proceeded to sit there and dance because this guy who's grinded his fucking brain out probably now has the right to make the characters fight against each other, which I think that's just really cool. Like end game payoff is just make the enemies look like fucking buffoons. Yeah, I'm totally down with that shit. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Derek aka SkyScope. Peace out.